Hello everyone, welcome to online lecture series and we are going to discuss subject environmental chemistry CH.511 section 2nd. So in this environmental chemistry total 4 chapters are there. Out of that we are going to discuss chapter number 1, concept and scope of environmental chemistry. So in concept and scope of environmental chemistry some subtopics are there: introduction, environmental pollution and disclassification, units of concentration, segments of environment, biogeochemical cycles of carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur and oxygen system. Okay, so let us see the introduction. So in introduction of environmental chemistry, very firstly the definition is given. So what is meant by environmental chemistry? Environmental chemistry is nothing but a science of chemical phenomena occurring in the environment. So whatever chemical phenomena is occurring in the environment, it is environmental chemistry. Again, it is nothing but a systematic study of chemical species which are present in air, water and soil with reference to their sources, reactions, transport and their ultimate fate in the environment. Means sources means from which they are originating, their origin. Reactions means they are having some reaction with the environment. What are that reaction? Transport, which medium, through which medium they are transporting, from organism to organism or from the environment, from the soil, water and air, it is there. Then ultimate fate is nothing but how to destroy that microorganism or how that microorganism is getting destroyed. That is come under the fate. So from origin to destroy means from sources to the fate we are going to discuss here. Again, environmental chemistry is not only related to chemistry, it is related to all the disciplines. Like chemistry is there, physics is there, biology is there, ecology, geology, geography. All the disciplines are also having interaction with the environmental chemistry. And it is affecting all these factors also. So, the term environment is originated from the French term environner, meaning it means to surround. Okay, means environment means to surround. Again, environmental chemistry is a part of environmental science providing chemical perspective of environment. So whatever chemical perspective it is there for environmental science, it is come under environmental chemistry. Basic knowledge of scientific discipline include physics, biology, geography, geology, statistics is required to understand principles of environmental chemistry. So, to understand the knowledge or to understand environmental chemistry, we need the basic knowledge of every discipline. It may be biology, physics, geography, geology or statistics. Okay. So then after some terminologies are there that we are going to discuss and they are necessary and important terminologies for understanding of environmental chemistry. Okay, so very firstly the basic and the first terminology is pollutant. So pollutant is nothing but anything in the environment, living or non-living or any physical agent that is found above certain level, it is injurious to human. Okay, so whatever the species is there or anything in the environment is there, either it is living or either it is non-living or maybe a physical agent such as noise, heat, temperature, okay, pressure. So they are found above a certain level, then they are injurious for the human, plant and animals. For the living system they are injurious, so it is called as pollutant. Again, some example is there: carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide. Suppose carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, they are in less quantity or in limit, then they are not injurious to human or plant or animals. But when the limit of this carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide is increasing or is exceeding the level, then they are injurious for the human. Again, SO2 is there, sulfur dioxide, H2 is there, then Pb is there, lead is there. All natural substances, they are present in environment but in the certain amount only. They are not exceeding the limit. But when they are going to exceed the limit, they can be or they are hazardous for the human life. Again, The next terminology is contaminant. So what is meant by contaminant? So contaminant is nothing but a material which does not occur in nature, but it is introduced by human activity into the environment, affecting its composition. It is called as contaminant. So it is nothing but, it is not naturally present in the environment, but it is introduced by the humans. Means humans are only the objects which are giving rise to the contaminant. By the human activity, they are introduced in the environment and they are affecting their composition. Means suppose they are present in less quantity firstly, then after human activity their composition is going to increase, or their quantity in the environment is going to increase. So, and they may have or may not have the adverse effect. Okay, so example we are going to discuss is chlorine gas, Cl2 and MiC. MiC is nothing but methyl isocyanate. Methyl isocyanate, this is the gas which is leaked in Bhopal disaster. Okay, so due to MiC gas which is leaked in Union Carbide factory in Bhopal in 1984, there hundreds of people were died and lots of people, thousands of people are get affected in that accident because of MiC, that is methyl isocyanate. Then Cl2 gas is also leaked in derailed tank in Florida in 1978. Okay. Then after, the third term is source. Source is the place or substance or process from where the pollutant is originating. Okay, means from where the pollutant is originating, it is called as source. For example, gasoline. Okay, combustion of leader gasoline means leader gasoline is the source, and pollutant which is originating, it is lead. Lead is originating in the environment due to leaded gasoline. Then after, the next terminology is there, receptor. So receptor is anything that is affected adversely by the pollutant. So very important example is human. So we are the receptor for photochemical smog which causes irritation of eyes and respiratory tract. So we are the receptor. Then next is fishes. Fishes are the receptor for dieldrin. Then plant are the receptor for oxides of sulfur. Okay, as they die on the excess of exposure, because of when they are come in contact with oxides of sulfur, that is sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, the photosynthesis process is stopped at that time and the plant is going to die. Therefore, they are hazardous for the plant. And here plant are the receptor. Sink. Next term is sink. The fifth one is sink. The medium that retains interaction or interact with the long-lived chemical species, often a pollutant, it is called as sink. So example is marble act as a sink for atmospheric H2SO4 and get damaged ultimately as a result of the following reaction is given here. So the reaction is calcium carbonate is there. Calcium carbonate is nothing but the marble. Okay, marble, it is called as calcium carbonate. And calcium carbonate, when it is act as sink for H2SO4, then it is having reaction with the calcium carbonate and it is forming calcium sulfate plus water and plus carbon dioxide gas. Again, next example is ocean. Ocean is also acts as a sink for atmospheric CO2. That is, ocean means having water. So water plus CO2, it is giving rise to HCO3 minus. Bicarbonate and carbonate. Then see, next term is pathway of pollutant. So in this pathway of pollutant, the mechanism by which pollutant is distributed from its source into various segments of environment, it is called as pathway of pollutant. So one pathway is given. You can easily see which pathway is there. Firstly, PbC2H5 it is leaded gasoline, it is acting as a source, we have seen earlier. Then after automobile exhaust, it is released into the air in the form of PbCl2 PbBr2 PbCIBr. Okay, then after it is settling down in the soil, again they are found in the same form, and they are when they are in the soil, they are absorbed by the plant, and then when absorption by the plant is done, they are going toward the plant to food crops and food chains. Okay. Again, next term we are going to see, it is speciation. So speciation, it is nothing but chemical form of pollutant or the process of identification of chemical form. That is, species of pollutant element in the environment, it's called as speciation. It is called as speciation. So pollutants basically are known by the key element in them. Like lead pollution is there, so key element is lead, right? Mercury pollution is there, so key element is mercury. So like this wise it is called as key element or the speciation. Next term is dissolved oxygen. So what is meant by dissolved oxygen? Dissolved oxygen is nothing but it is the amount of oxygen which is present in or dissolved state in the water sample. DO, that dissolved oxygen, is amount of oxygen present in dissolved state in water sample. So DO level is expressed in mg of oxygen, mg of milligrams of O2 per liter. Okay, that is ppm unit, parts per million unit. Example we are going to observe, it is the dissolved oxygen level of unpolluted water is 4 to 6 ppm, and for aerated water it is 7 ppm. So dissolved oxygen value is an important parameter of water quality. Dissolved oxygen is essential for healthy aquatic life. When the dissolved oxygen level of 4 to 6 ppm is optimum value for good quality water and ensures healthy aquatic life in the water body. So DO is very important term. Then after we are going to observe next term, it is C.O.D, that is chemical oxygen demand. So in chemical oxygen demand we are going to see that what is meant by COD. So COD is nothing but amount of chemically available oxygen required for complete oxidation of OM in polluted water sample. So OM is nothing but organic matter in polluted water sample. So whatever the amount of oxygen is required for the complete oxidation of organic matter in the polluted water, it is called chemical oxygen demand. That oxygen is demanded chemically by the polluted water sample. So again, how COD is determined? So it is determined by carrying out a chemical oxidation of water sample. Oxidation is done with the help of K2Cr2O7 in 50% of H2SO4. Again, it is expressed in ppm of O2, part per million of O2. Then after, as per standard, drinking water is having COD, chemical oxygen demand is less than equal to 4 ppm. Then after, next term is BOD. So BOD is nothing but value is the amount of oxygen consumed in biodegradation of organic matter in water during period of 5 days. So in the 5 days period, whatever organic matter is there present in water, for that biodegradation the amount of oxygen is required, and that amount of oxygen required, it is come under biochemical oxygen demand. Again, it is expressed in ppm of O2, and higher the BOD value, more polluted is the water. For domestic water, it is 165 ppm BOD value, and for treated domestic water it is only 25 ppm. Again, the next is T.L.V. T.L.V is nothing but threshold limit value. It is indicating permissible level of toxic pollutant in the atmosphere, okay, to which a healthy worker can be exposed for the 8 hours. So T.L.V for Be, that is beryllium, it is 0.002 milligram per meter cube. For zinc it is 1.000 mg per meter cube. Okay. For NO2 it is 5 ppm. Then residence time, it is the next term we are going to see. What is meant by residence time? It is time for which a chemical species stays in the region of environment without undergoing any change in its chemical form. It is called residence time of that species. For example, residence time of N2O in troposphere is 10 years, while NO2 is 3 days. Okay. Again, CFCl3 and difluorocarbon. They are having their time is, first one is having greater than 10 years and second is having greater than 30 years respectively. So in today's lecture we have discussed definition and terminologies associated with environmental chemistry. So here we will stop and we are going to discuss remaining in our next lecture. Thank you.